must indeed. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her living towards beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you tune in with Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Joining it might free up. Hey, hey. And if you feel it down, come in. The enemy's trying to win.
What?
For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Table Talk with the Diva. Why? Joining it might free up. Hey, hey. And if you feel it down, come in. The enemy's trying to win. But God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win.
Yes.
Well, great evening, and welcome to Table Talk. I am Arthur Pierre Collins, and welcome to season number 5. We are so excited and ignited because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to pull up a chair, invite a friend that is in business or have a desire to be in business. If they're not, they will be after tonight. I have the amazing honor of introducing and chatting with the amazing Arthur Brown, who is such a phenomenal PR, a strategist, a business coach. This man does so many things. In addition to that, he's a father and a husband, so he wears a lot of hats. So I'm excited, and you should be too, because this information, you want to grab it while it is free. Hint, hint, it is free tonight. So it costs you nothing to listen. It costs you nothing to share the information. So I need you to pull up a chair at the table for Table Talk with the Diva and the expert of strategies for business. How are you this evening?
What's going on, family? I am good. How are you?
Awesome and amazing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And I want to say thank you for giving God, first of all, your yes. And secondly, saying yes to Table Talk with the Diva. So I am honored. I take nothing for granted. All my guests, once they're on Table Talk, they are family. And I will say something really quickly before I give it to you. You were calling me family when we started in business before tonight. So I said, wow, I caught that. I don't think I didn't, but I caught that. So we are truly family. So I thank you for all that you've done, all that you are doing, and all that we will do together. You are truly a man of expertise in so many areas. And I'm so honored to sit at your feet tonight to share the information, creating the platform for you to be able to help someone else and send some business your way as you help us get more business to us. So being productive and profitable at the same time. I am so honored. So Mr. Arthur, before we get started, I am going to do a icebreaker. I give you 2 words. I'll give you 1 word at a time. Let me clarify that. And you give me 1 word. I give you a word. I give you a word. You give me a word. I'm getting tongue-tied, guys. I'm giving y'all time. I don't know what's happening right now, but hey, the Diva need to get it together. So I need you to get your brother, your papa, mama them, sister them, Ray, Pee, all them, cousin them at the table so you can catch Arthur Brown. That's coach, that's Arthur, that's mentor. He is so many things again. So I need you to pull up a chair at the table and grab this information. Okay, so my first word is extraordinary.
Extraordinary talent.
Come on. That works. And second word is destiny.
Purpose.
Come on. All right. I gave extraordinary. He gave talent. Mm-hmm. It was destiny. And he gave purpose. So I love that. And we always do an icebreaker. I don't know whether to call you Arthur Brown, Coach Brown. I'm just gonna say Coach because you do so much. Is that okay with you?
That's cool.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just like, Lord, before I don't want to just keep saying Arthur. I want to say Coach Brown. My coach is Coach Brown, Keith L. Brown, and you're now my new coach, but Coach Arthur, so I can get the separation together.
Oh
But
yeah,
we
I
do the
got you.
icebreaker simply because I know words are important. You know how important words are.
Mm-hmm.
So the word of God tells us to speak life or death. Then it tells us what to choose. And so
Yeah,
he says, choose life. So I choose life, meaning I frame my world with my words. I'm very careful about what I am speaking. And I hadn't always been that way, but I'm learning that the more seasoned I become, I won't say older, but the more seasoned
yeah,
I become, growing in wisdom as well as in God, learning that words are important. So be
for sure.
mindful, even when you're feeling some type of way, be mindful of what you're saying because you're bringing life
Absolutely,
to it. You're bringing
absolutely.
life to it. So that's why the icebreaker is so important to the diva on Table Talk. Yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't always do that because I would flip at the lip and wild out and say some things and say, "Oh Jesus, Lord forgive me," but they piss me off. Or, Lord forgive me. They did school, that
Yeah,
kind of thing. So I'm learning. I don't have to do that. Just be mindful, learning to frame my world with my words. So if I'm
got
careful and it's conscious here, then I don't have to repent here.
you.
So
Absolutely.
that is the reason for the icebreaker for those of you may be watching for the first time or just reoccurring visitors, family members. I love you for watching. So, Arthur, Coach Arthur, let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about you. Let's start sharing. Tell us a little bit about who Coach Arthur Brown is.
Well, I am a social media brand strategist, as you guys all heard before. And I pretty much like to help people who, one of two things. One, you need help from God. He gave you
Mm,
a message and you said, Lord, I need help to build it.
come
Where do
on.
I go with it? Where do I brand it? These are
Yes.
those who give me a call. And then the others who give me a call is folks who just saying, look, I don't have as much to be this big global whatever, but I know I attain a purpose and I have the vision, I have the mindset. I just don't have all the money. So what I
Mm,
show them is how to brand it from just on their phone and being a brand strategist marketing.
from the phone. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot we could do with the phone, but I didn't realize there was that much that we could do from the phone. I'm telling you guys, he is just amazing. So, now tell me who you're is. I know what you do. That's what a little bit what you do, but tell them, could you give us a little background because you have a powerful testimony and I know we don't have all night and we want to be
Mm-hmm.
conscious of the time and your time. I appreciate it.
A hundred.
You
Mm-hmm.
can give
Absolutely.
a little brief
Oh yeah, yeah,
testimony.
yeah. Besides just the business side, of course, everybody knows the talent and marketing side of how I built my brand from the phone. It comes from not it's just me having a criminal record. When you have a criminal record, you must have to click have you been convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor on everybody's job application. So if you're trying to get a job, and I guess most people want to understand like when you're coming from the being black in this world, trying to get
Mm,
ahead and you work for someone, you have to kind of you either if you have a criminal record, you get the lowest of the lowest, $7.50, 25 cent, basically janitor type levels, because they look at you like a statistic. So
my
when I was facing 39 months in prison because I had an embezzlement charge that happened in 2015, because I was just stealing
my
money out of a cash register, pocketing it, thinking no cameras or nobody was watching me. And of course, loss prevention was watching me for 2 weeks. And I didn't
God.
realize that when they kind of gave me the call, got the boys in me, got the whole interview on me. And I didn't realize at the time when going down, when God got me back out here to this world, that when you have a criminal record, you now have to clean up and work for yourself. You can't just go back into the world and say, yeah, I just stole $14,000
Mm,
from my last previous job. And now I just want to work here and God changed me. Hallelujah. And I'm ready to work. You
wow.
really have to know exactly how to build, how to focus, and how to strategically really know how to take what your story is and then
Mhm.
flip it to help others, but also profit because you also have to work for yourself. So that's like my backstory of like, well, why so much from a phone and how'd you get stuff started from a phone and marketing? I didn't have much. I just had a little cracked iPhone 6 and I was just doing little edits where my thumbs was bleeding on the cracked iPhone. And every time my thumb was bleeding, I had to either lick it or wipe it, but I had to keep moving. And
Mm,
people loved the promos, loved the websites, loved the flyers, loved the content I was doing. And some people were just like, how much can I pay you? And I didn't realize from my little phone at the time with a
what you
criminal
have.
record with no job in a
Wow.
little dorm room, I was sitting there like, okay, God, how can I move this business and really profit, make money? I can't work for no job. Everybody's asking in the 3 lines to explain what happened at my previous job. And I thought that was embarrassing to tell them I stole money and how everybody just said they would watch me. I just wanted out of that life an independent job just for me that I cannot get fired from, no one can take from, nor judge me or ask me about my background. And then that's when God gave me this layout and blueprint that I'm trying to deliver to you guys tonight for absolutely free.
Come on, come on. I know that he said a mouthful and then some. Oh my God. Let's kind of chop that up and break it up a little bit. My God. So you came from a criminal background to a CEO and an entrepreneur, now a visionary. I mean, you do so many things, but I'm so honored and just blessed by the fact that you took the negative and turned it into a positive.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's
no longer being they can't put you in a box. No one can.
Exactly.
That's the blessing. Yeah. Unbox. That's what I'm hearing. Unbox. This is what you call. So when I hashtag unbox, this is what I'm saying. No, I didn't go to prison, but I did some stuff. And so that right there, you need to bottle that up. That's good right there. Unbox. Because nobody can, they can't touch you now. Absolutely nothing. All this that you are doing, but God is so amazing. And this is how he took you and sat you down, and you had nothing but time but to think and create. And it's like came out. But I know you wasn't even prepared and had no idea of where you were headed.
Oh, I didn't see none of this that they're seeing today. And it's funny that you mentioned box, because I have my first book called Chase Purpose, Not Profit, meaning I want you to chase your purpose, not go steal no money, not chase no profit, not go out here and chase all this money. There's something in you that if you unlock that, the money gonna run you down. So I'd rather you do focus on that. So that was my first book. Then I had a second book called My iPhone Did It. We all know that I got 15 apps that I just use to build myself to $100,000 per year. But I can give you the same apps because it's already free on your phone. You probably already got it, just don't know what it is. But the third thing you mentioned that really got me is the box. My third book that's coming up next month that I have already prepared is called Help, I'm Stuck in the Box. You just answered. Like,
you better stop.
Correct.
Now, I had no idea, but that's all I heard.
That you literally guessed it straight out of me. You guessed it right out of the box by hearing just a little bit of my testimony.
Lord,
you nailed it. Wow. And I want to talk to people about that. But before I get to starting on talk about this box and how you're going to have to box yourself in the church or box yourself in your community, box yourself at your job, box yourself in the family, you're going to have to really become something different with a whole other vision that God says, I ordered the step of a good man or woman. With this thing that you're going to deliver, it's going to be impossible for them to hear it. It's you can't even post it too early. You can't even speak it too early. That's for anybody who's going through that story in their storm. So we can talk, we can slow it down. And I'm gonna allow you to guide me into this. I know I got like a few things in the blueprint I want to teach real entrepreneurs who saying, look, I just want to build this thing. I want to leave this 9 to 5. I might not have a criminal record, but I have a vision and I want to 100% be my own CEO. What do I need to do? From a real person's perspective who has the criminal record and couldn't work for nobody, couldn't go to college, couldn't work for no job, had to really sit there and build it. I got you, and I'll give you a layout of five things I really want you to, either write down or just have with you. But beyond that, to my story, this is going to have to come from purpose. You're going to have to be living and walking in purpose. You feel me?
No doubt about it. Wow. So for someone, as he just said, that can't do those things, or this is the background, maybe you didn't finish school, maybe you don't have a degree, maybe you just came out of being incarcerated, maybe you just don't have the know-how at all. What do? So Coach Arthur, what would be the first thing you would recommend for someone that wants to go in business? They have a passion, they found the passion and the purpose, but they really don't know how to kind of cultivate it. They don't know how to nurture it. What should they do? What should be the first thing?
The first thing I want people to understand, and it's probably that pandemic that probably pushed most people, if anything, bottom line, if you don't have any of those lineups, it was probably just the pandemic that pushed you into some quiet corner to make you think about the things that you procrastinated on when life was good, the checks was good, the job position was great, but there was something always on your heart or something that someone said to you while even on the clock or in the family business or somewhere around you that said, you're talented at that thing. You're gifted at that thing. Hey, that thing that you do, those songs that you write, those books that you write, those cookies you cook, those things, those teachers you make, you're talented at that thing. And I know you wave it off and you might think that it don't get me money right now. But the first thing I need that entrepreneur mindset business person to do is get a website. You gotta get a website. And a reason why, and I don't want you to just say, well, I got a website I have, from maybe Wix or GoDaddy or something that I created from just web builder. I got a friend of a friend. but really look at it like this thing can retire me. Really expect reports each month and expect reports each year. Do not just look at it like an accolades and titles thing. Or I'm just going to show off the business, show off the LLC, or show off something enterprise. I really want you to sit back and look at what you make every 2 weeks here. And then I want you to look at your business, and I want you to start to figure out what is it in you that you're gifted at purpose wise. Remember, chase purpose, not profit. We're not chasing the money. We're chasing what's already in you that you're either scared to talk about, you procrastinate about, you're not sure how to pull out in you. But I want you to start playing with a website. I literally had my first website for like 9 months, and I never paid for the watermark. I just had the setup. I just put stuff where I wanted. Even if I didn't pay for the full domain, I just was at least putting it out there so that when it's ready for the person to give to me, buy, donate, shop, they're ready and I'm already set up to receive. That's the first thing.
Wow. The first thing, you guys heard that. The first thing is the website. Darn, I had a question that I was going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
But you dropped so much meat. It's like, wait a minute.
I know.
Definitely. This is so good. This is so good. So with having the website is definitely important. But when you were saying how it's important to chase purpose, not passion. And so for me, that's what I had to learn to do. Didn't even know that that's what I was doing. But I learned that if I would do it, even for free, then this is where you want me to be.
Yeah.
I would speak to women. I would encourage women. I would inspire women and men if I could, but definitely women because that was my heart because of some things in my past. And so after that, I wanted to love on them and do what I didn't get or give them what I didn't get. So, and that's how we grow. But definitely that's what was the first thing that I did. So I started on the right foot because again, I was passionate about talking to women and young girls and then just really discovering like, wow, this is really good and then being effective in doing so. So that was
that's good. And I want people to understand that website is where that's where they're going to shop and give, but they're giving to your story. They're not giving to just your product or your whatever you're offering. They heard your story. Most people I lead with on my homepage with my story or just talk about that testimony, what you've been through. They'll buy your book, they'll buy your teacher, they'll buy your courses, they'll buy your coaching package, whatever. But it's that story that they heard that brought them to tears, that when they comment and share with their friends or they heard, it's that story. So I'm just saying they got to learn about you, and your website is your call to action. So I'm very imminent about that story. And of course, of course, reaping your benefits,
Come on through. What would be the second thing?
Oh my goodness. The second thing is I need you to have your scripts. I know sounds weird, but it's a business pitch. I literally might send a message saying, hi, you have to, and when I say business script, I don't mean like, and excuse me if you've used this line before, like, hi, my name is Arthur Brown, and I would like to know if you can make additional streams of income or something like that. Please, like, never use that line, like, ever, because it just makes you sound robotic, though you really mean it. I used it before, I'll take admit, and a couple other people I've known, but what I had learned was use your authenticity. Hi, my name is Arthur Brown, and I'm super passionate about making websites and promos and really getting people's stories out there. I was facing 39 months in prison, and God showed me how to really equip myself and really make $100,000 per year with my phone and no employee, business staff, no payroll, no team, just me and God and my thoughts. And I would love to take your website, love to take your promos and content and flip it all around. You can hit them with something that speaks for you. That's just you. It could be a sentence, it could be a paragraph, but something that says, hi, my name is, and I just want to tell you who I am. My passions is this. And then I noticed that maybe you're an entrepreneur, you're an author, but no website. You're an entrepreneur, but no content, no nothing. Like, you want to offer what you can really help them with what you do for a living regarding, and you just want to lead with what you can help with and lead them with your story. So I want a scripts meaning just show off who you are, what you're passionate about, and then what you can help them with. That's it. They don't want to stay hooked on who you are and accolades and titles about you, but what can you help me with? Why are you in my inbox hitting me with something that makes sense? And then when they go do their due diligence and look at your page, they see that you're not lying. They saw the story, they heard it, they loved it. They see your products and services, your Instagram, whatever links you have that are active from YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Have all that active because they're going to see, okay, so not only is your active website is this, but you're on these platforms in your story, and they can see you can help them. Definitely have scripts for number 2, for sure.
For sure. You got it. You must have your own personal script. And something you said, when my coach would say, like in the beginning, I would find like beautiful pictures and what someone else said. And he said, that's good. But because you're a speaker, you're an author, you need to create your own content. It's okay to, admire someone and share their information. But he said, you can go on other people's page. And this is not directed to anyone, but this is what I learned
Yeah.
for me as a speaker that I could not do no longer as a woman in business. So this is only for me. I don't want anybody to be offended, but if you are, get over it, please, because I'm talking about me. Okay. Definitely. But I would post, whatever. And he said, but they're not going to your page to see what you're posting about someone else. They're going because they believe in your story. They believe in you. So it's okay. Every now and then you may post a quote or something. But if I go to Arthur's page and all I see is him sharing Keith L. Brown stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but that's not why they're going to your page. Because if that was the case, they would just go to Keith L. Brown's page. He said, so hear me. And so that's something that my coach taught me. And I was like, wow, I never thought about it. He said, because you can look on there and where you may be creating your own content and talking about whatever is like present in your life or whatever's going on around. That's important. And you share that, but that's for your audience. But don't just be, putting out everybody else, or they go to whatever these different websites or whatever and just put all these different pictures out, different pictures of this, different.
Bingo.
But that's for someone that is not in business. He said, but in the business we are in, you've got to have your own content.
And look, so that's not just for you. That was for everybody who's listening and who needed to hear that. Every person. You know why? Because that leads me to number 3, your Instagram. So we got the website. We got the scripts. Now we need your Instagram looking like a presence, a Forbes presence. You cannot be having your hair done on a good day, food plate on the Instagram, partying with whoever and so. We revamping the Instagram. You join my PR team. We deleting, we archiving, we clearing your Instagram out, and we're gonna take up 3 rows, which is like 9 blocks, and we're gonna blow up your logo really big, and then we're gonna do a picture, logo, paragraph, or picture, video, logo, picture, video, logo, picture, video, logo, picture, video, logo. It's going to be a menu pattern, and people are going to look at your presence when they go to with friends and CEOs and entrepreneurs, or people just random followers. When they start to learn who you are this year, it ain't look like last year, and it looks like you up to something. Whether you're still working on it, pending on it, still getting it together, they see a presence coming. And so that's what it brings us to, that how we post and how we look, like you were saying with the quotes and things that you say in your original content is important, because I want that website to get attention. And that same quote has your .com right there that matches the website link that's in the bio. So it's going to all match it. And they'll drive to that, I think, order that book or order that course or do what you said on that thing that you said to order such and such on that. They want to do that, but it has to be a pattern. If they go on your Facebook and all they see is your date and you're this and maybe even that, or family photos, that's great. But you got to have still a family in like a pattern. So I want that Instagram. First thing I do with my PR team is I blow up your logo, and then we start the pattern, and we never break it, ever. Even people who leave my agency who aren't with me anymore, they still use the same content. They keep their own patterns. They might do reels. They might do this. They might speak, but they keep that 3-row posting 3s. We keep it, and you build that thing up forever, because people are going to look at you like, wow, who are you? And who is this new person? And they'll start DMing you, and hey, it's going to work out profitably wise, because I've been doing this for a long time, helping a lot of people. So that's number 3.
That is awesome. Awesome. Oh my God. Man. So how long have you, okay, so I'm about to ask how long, but you've been doing this. This is going on what, year number 6 or 7?
It will be number 5 for me.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Year number 5 for me. I've been 2017 till 2022. That would be 5 years. I started 2015 because that's when I was on probation, I think, started that year for 2 years, for 18 months. And for 18 months, I had to just sit here and build with no phone in my dorm a job. And I went from a sole proprietor brand to an LLC to an S corporation, all building from my little phone.
Wow.
Helping people.
Wow. So can you really quickly, before we go to 4 and 5, can you explain the difference for the LLC, the sole proprietor, to, the different levels of it?
Sure. When we all start our brand, the .com is just strictly sole proprietor. That's why you get a .com, because you're now legit. People can Google your name and they can see your website, and they can actually give you money for being online. And you can actually, IRS can render at least $12,000 if you can make. I made like $10,000 the first year. Then I think it was $6,000, $9,000, $18,000, $31,000, $51,000, $100,000. That's how it built for us gradually. But for somebody they might, but look, it starts at a sole proprietor brand. When you hit like $12,000, that's when we was like, okay, maybe next year we should get an LLC. But we just hit 12, so we wanted to see if we can do it again, and we
Okay.
hit 18. So I was like, okay, let's definitely get the LLC. And after like you start to really make sales and really like that's when you start getting coaching 297 programs and that
Yes, yes, yes,
$1,500 programs. You start to get
yes.
really a lot of people sign up on your university. That's just already virtual. That's just something they sign up for. You're now just seeing the invoices go in, and that's when you start getting audited, like I did from IRS with your accountant. So they'll shut you down for a little bit, like for 2 days. That's what they did for me. Send me a
Mhm.
questionnaire to fill out, and
Yes,
they basically after I filled it out with my LLC, showed them that I'm doing, I'm rendering my services. They want to upgrade you based off of, okay, well, if you make $40,000, then we need you to upgrade to sole proprietor. I
mhm.
hit 51,000, so they said, okay, now we need you to go to a sole proprietor brand, which now you have to pay yourself out of the business. Let the
Right.
business keep making sales each month. That's why I tell you to get
Mhm.
that website together. The very
That's right.
first number one, because as it grows, whether it starts small and then gets big, you need to have
Okay.
that bank account set up. You need to have the stuff, IRS, your
Yes.
1099, all that good stuff is already in your website set up before the business took off. So I want to hear about where we at with the money, what we make a month. I want to see that you have them ready. Is your banners in the back of your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all that stuff matching all around you,
Yes, yes,
all that
yes.
good stuff. And as they're pouring into your ministry, pouring into your stuff, that you can see the progress. And so yes, when you hit $40,000 at the LLC level, they're gonna want you to switch because that's not really good to keep going. And then because then you're getting taxed twice and as a big person and not the little stuff. So you pay yourself amount. When you get to S corp level, they're going to tell you, if you make $100,000, pay yourself 40,000 for the year and put the other percentage away, and they'll have a savings program, an FDIC account safe for you, and it's just a great savings program for you. And if you're really trying to be independent, have
Yes.
payroll, people under
Yes.
your brand, like how I have I got my wife under my payroll, and I
Right.
can hire my kids, I can hire anybody I want, and I can have them under payroll and get their taxes filed through the Department of
Exactly.
Revenue, Secretary of State, North Carolina. Like I really have everything set up, but it's
Right.
like it started from that phone. That's why we got to stay on the simple
That-
stuff. I don't want you thinking that, oh, I need thousands of dollars. I got to go get her. I was around
That's
6
right.
billion. I don't want that, all that. You don't need money or somebody, a front check or somebody to give you an advance check.
That's
That's
right.
great. But you'll always blow up and say, man, the only reason why I got to this level is because that advance check that somebody gave me or that that somebody
Mhm.
helped me with. You don't need, when I tell you
Mhm.
with a criminal record, with not working for nobody, that all I did was pick up a cracked iPhone 6 and said, well, I'm going to just start editing, and I sent it off. Well, I'm going to just do a website for somebody and hope they like it. Oh, I'm just speak 50,000 words into a book, and then I'm going to go send it off to Amazon. I'm going to just go print off my little stuff, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to send it off. I never used a company. I never used a corporation. I never used an employee or staff or no one else. I just trusted God with what he gave me.
Come
He
on.
gave you something you're gifted at. So if it's just doing hair, then sis, do hair in the dark, and as many orders you got, you need to have so-and-so's hair weave LLC. I don't know. Make a name, and you sit your tail down and you make them prices and stop acting scary and
Come
doing all these calls for free for hours when it
on.
costs to have your presence and have your consultation ready. It's all this that you need to have in order to start feeling like, man, I'm a boss at like $10,000 level. I thought I was doing something. I didn't need to see 100,000, nor do I need to see 100 million before I know that I got it. You got to know that you got it at a zero level. That's
Come
why I said that
on.
website
Yes.
script. Hey, my name is Arthur Brown. I just like websites and promos and this. I notice always talk about what you notice. I notice you're this or that, and you're an entrepreneur or that, or an author or blah. I just want to know, do you need my services? Always wave yourself off because they might not need you. I got somebody else who does my stuff. My husband does your stuff. I got a friend. I got a videographer. I don't need you, but thank you though. But that's fine. Give them opportunity. Don't let nobody sit there and just reject you. Give them an opportunity to reject you. Some people, yeah, how much? Because I am an entrepreneur. I do need a website. Lord, somebody been telling me to get my presence up with my so.
Yes.
And
Yes.
guess what? Now you got a menu. And Lord knows with a menu in the script, if you can talk about prices and give them something that where they or give them your website link. That's why I say have that link ready, because you're gonna get to the point where they're gonna start noticing you and they're gonna start DMing you, and you got to be ready for the call to action. So that's
Mm.
only what
That's
number
right.
1, 2, and 3. And I explained a little bit about the LLC and the business kind of format.
Yes.
And this is all with your story in you. And we're gonna talk about the green screen number 4, which I should have put first, but I left it for people who listening or for as we keep on talking,
Okay.
because I want to make sure you understand. Well, how do I brand myself on this level? Because how do I get that HD look? How do I get that look? Well, it's a green
Ooh.
screen. Costs
Yes.
about $15 on Amazon. And you
Come on.
want to know, if you want to go to if you want to know a testimony, go to my pod page, Chase Purpose Productions, or all my website, all my promos, all the content you've ever seen me do is in a green screen. All the marketing videos I've ever spoke about is in a green screen, and I do it in my bathroom, inside a curtain, with my phone and a tripod light. I don't have big cameras. I've never used a camera in my absolute life. I've never used a computer to drag to drop my edits and make my little this, to make my little ads, to make my little this. I've only used the phone. So I don't want you thinking too hard that you need a team of people. You might just get your husband and you, or your children and you, or somebody around you who can just film the 30-second, hey, I got a this, and here's my book, or here's my this, or here's my coaching service, or here's my next t-shirt, or whatever I'm offering, that you really do want the world to fund. And all you need to do is just use apps to change the background, apps to give you the music and the text and the intro and the outro. Apps, not companies, not even Fiverr, not even nobody. I didn't even know this. I had to go write myself. I only wanted from 2019 to 2021, $100,000 is all I wanted. And we ended up doing 117,000. And I understood why. It's because I'm just looking for ways to help more people with the simple stuff. And if I give you the blueprint, you'll pay for it. If I tell you how to do it, you'll go to my university and you'll sign up as a student. Or you might take the knowledge and literally listen in and say, dang, just from this, dang, I can do this, dang, I can learn this, dang, I can do this. And you didn't even know it. Now you're making your own t-shirt, your own gear. Now you almost learning stuff like LLC. And it's okay because I noticed we don't have a lot of time. And that's what I'm going to talk about with this green screen. Green screen is where you can talk to yourself with your own tripod lighting, with your own cell phone, with your own private, wherever you say office area, downstairs lighting room. I don't care, wherever you say you got the good lighting. And when you get to that green screen, talk about welcome to my website. That's one video. Talk about, hey, I got books. Did you get a copy? Talk about why they need to get a copy, a little bit of your story, and where they can purchase. Walmart, Barnes & Nobles, Target, Amazon, your website, something. You got gear. Here's different sizing. I got coaching services for different stuff, for different things we talk about on 101 or group coaching, blah, 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 blah. You need to just have 5 different stuff to change shirts if you got to. I'm telling you, film your own stuff in the house. Switch up the look. And I love it because green screen is probably is amazing because you didn't know. Look, with the social distancing world, I had to shut down my studio and I had to go to green screen virtual. And we doubled in the pandemic, during the pandemic, because the studio was shut down, but everybody needed green screen content. Just film it in the house and send it to somebody who can edit for you. You don't got to do the work, or just do it on them apps that I taught you on the phone from university, or draw the book, or try it yourself. But figure something out that, look, if I can't get them to do it, I'll do it. But I want you to learn that if you're that person like me with a criminal record, I don't have a job, no one will hire me, and I sure can't find nobody who I'm gonna hire to learn how to edit and learn. This is too much. I got to figure it out. This is where I'm at right now. And that might be you who's sitting here saying, I need to learn some of this stuff or get my foot in the door, figure something out, maybe give it up. That's what you need. That's where we at. So that's number 4. Get you a green screen for sure so you can help yourself out.
$15 Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all are taking notes because he's dropping mad nuggets. If you have not taken any of this information, then you are clearly not walking in true purpose. If you're saying that you're a speaker, an author, an entrepreneur, or whatever, maybe a hairstylist, or maybe it's lashes. Ladies, I know, you all are into lashes. My daughter just got certified with lashes. And she said, Mom, I need to get a website. I said, well, guess what? I got a man to help you to build your website. I got someone for that. The other daughter got certified in makeup. LaVasia just did this past week, a couple of months ago. And I was like, she said, I need a website. I said, guess what? Mommy got somebody to do it. So I am telling you, if it's lashes, if it's makeup, if it's hair, if it's books, if it's t-shirts, whatever you are, a barbecue. My girlfriend and her husband have a barbecue service. There's some things you need a website. There's some people that I'm going to really, really send this episode to, because I want you, if you missed it, if you're not there, and keep in mind, the Diva is legally blind, so I am not able to read comments now if there are any. I love you for watching, but I cannot read it now, but I'll go back. But I am going to go and tag names under this because I know several people that needs this information. And maybe you're not on, maybe you are. But I pray if you are taking the time to jot down notes and a cheat sheet, because the author got a cheat sheet over here. I'm just telling you, I got to pay for a few services, but I'm seeing cheat sheets for some things that I need to do that he is really just stumping my toe. And I'm going, dang, I need to do that. I can do that part. I can do that. I can't do all the other stuff, but I can do that.
That's good. That's good. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's what I like. Good stuff.
This is real. This is real talk. Real talk. If you're serious about your business, your passion, and going from point A to point B to C to D to Z, you need to take notes. You need to get somebody on the episode and plug them in and say, girl, get on. They're talking about this, this, and this. And he's giving the information for free. Not that he wouldn't do it for you because he's a businessman. So clearly he would do it. But he's saying over and over, I want to teach you. I want to help you do it yourself. So
exactly.
I don't know what else we want. But anyway, number 5. I'm sorry. That's the good stuff.
And lastly, number 5, I want you to have promo content to promote you, to speak for you while you're not online. I don't need you every day going live, though I know you got certain Fridays and certain Wednesdays and certain Sundays. Right. That's fine. But these things can speak to you. I'm still getting paid from videos from 2017 and 18 and 19 and 20, because once you put it out, it's online. So 30 seconds, get in there, 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, 45 seconds to a minute, whatever you want to do. Hi, my name is Arthur Brown, and I got 3 books on the way, and I like this and the third, and my testimony is this, and you talk about this and why I wrote them, and then here you go. Or if you got your own t-shirt business or your own cooking business or your knitting hats or whatever you do, I want people to understand that it has to be from a promo standpoint. You are calm in yourself. Sometimes going live is not easy to talk about our testimony because we might stutter or we might feel awkward a little bit. So that green screen breaks all of that comfort zone down. You can now speak right in front of lights, camera, action, and talk about your story, who you are, what happened to you that folks would be gasping about. That said, what? And then you end it with, that's why if you go to my website and buy my book, you can get the rest of the this and that. I just want people to know the power of a picture's worth a million. I think if they said a picture worth 1,000 words, but a video's worth a million. And I now understand why, because a picture's still a picture of a wedding, and we saying yes, it's just emotion. But them being there and seeing everything fly out, and the action and the music and the crying and the tears, that's worth a million more words. So when they see and hear in music and text of all the stuff you're talking about, you offer of who you are and what you are about that life of, that you said you are, and you said you wanted us to buy in person, come sign up and do, they are going to believe you. Because you're calm, you're yourself, and I want them. Look, I tell myself to do at least 5 promos a month, and if you really feel like, if you're really killing it, do 2 promos a week. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. And I just want you to stay active, because next month's promos won't look like this month's promos, because that was Christmas. Now we're in New Year's, so you're into new services. You feel me?
I am so excited. Y'all see me put that out there. She's a diva with a destiny. The high heels, and this man got the fireworks coming out in the smoke, and my books and speaking engagements, and I'm just like, well, dang, I sent this, but Lord, I didn't send that. So he went to my social media platforms and pulled some things to make it fit, and I was just in awe. My husband was like, he's a bad cat. He's a bad dude. I'm like, he did it. And here's the deal. And when he says, like, he'll reach out and he'll notice things about, your page or whatever, I'm waving both hands, because I'm guilty of some of that. And I said, Lord, help me. And I love pictures, but I know that because of what I do, I can't just have pictures.
I got you.
And, my husband said, do you have to take pictures of your food? And I said, but do you no, I don't have to do it. So now I got the expert is saying, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And then my coach, Keith Del Brown, said, Lady of Excellence, I don't want to see the shrimp. I want to hear. And I
can see it in the live. I can see it in the story mode that deletes in 24 hours. I can see it there. But I can see it on like the wall, because I got to get you paid. If I'm going to be a PR, I want to make sure that Instagram is getting you paid, or the pattern gets you paid. Now, I do tell my team to post their normal, like, date night. So you and the hubby are on picture 1. And then in the video, remember I like picture, video, logo. So they might do picture, selfie, video, her plate, his plate, and then a logo. That's fine. Look at how you threw business and lifestyle all in your collection of you. You. And then the next days was business again or something. But keep we went jogging, we went running. Just do it in a pattern. Don't just do it because it's just in the moment or because it's cute. That's it, because they're just watching you. You got too many people watching you who want to either be on or be with you or be like you or something you got. And like, so maybe that might lead us to number 6, which is going to be the bonus we said we were going to do, which is the giveaway to somebody, like you said, with the promo that we were going to do. So maybe number 6, let's just bless anybody that you come to mind that we see really needs any of this to us. Who needs a promo? Do you need a YouTube promo? Do you need a business promo? Do you need a speaker reel with you and a microphone or crowd engagements? You need something revamped, event you've recently done. She's going to pick the person. She's going to send me the headshots, the logos, the content, the pictures, the videos. And I'm just gonna
Awesome.
remix it, revamp it, and send it back to her in a Google Drive, and she's gonna send it off to Lucky whoever, because I want to help somebody really build that business or that vision who said, man, I gotta get online. I don't have no social media presence. I know I'm supposed to, it's 2022, and this where we headed. And I know y'all felt it after that pandemic. We all gotta get online some way, shape, or form. So if I got to start with a free $97 commercial, I would love and be honored to. So that's for
My
sure.
God, this is phenomenal. Talk about favor. So now I'm honestly going to have to pray about it because there's a lot of people, people that are in my tribe and I'm in theirs that I know that can use this blessing, because truly it's a blessing because he don't have to do it. And I know that. And so I paid for mine, but he's allowing me to do that. So I'm going to pray about it because I want it to be for somebody that I know that really, really maybe just can't afford to do it right now. Not just because you're my BFF or girlfriend.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. So
exactly.
don't text the diva. Don't email me. Don't call me. Say, girl, we go. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Because you already know what I'm going to say. Girl, bye. Don't do
for
that.
sure.
Just said on my show, on Table Talk, I gotta pray, and whatever the Lord gives me, whoever name He gives me, then that's what it's going to be.
Right, that's
So
perfect.
and
That's what I like.
I choose to do it the right way. But oh my God, this has been so good. This is so good. So before we end, if there is, because you said so much, I don't even think you left anything off, but just because I just want to give somebody another opportunity, if there's something that you could drive home before we get off. And after that, I want you to give your social media handles that following that. But if you could give one thing, maybe two things that you could think of, just maybe one. I don't want to put pressure because you said so much. Oh my God. One thing that you could say to encourage somebody to say, this is definitely, if you didn't hear anything else, I need you to do this, if you're really serious about your business, your purpose, your passion, that thing you would do for free. If no one ever shows up, you do it as an audience of one, whatever. What is that one thing that you could give to all of us? Because I'm included.
All right. Well, let me give actually three, and it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be
Ooh,
within like 2 minutes too.
this
The
is this is
first
this is
thing,
bad right here. I said one, maybe two. He said I'm gonna give three.
I'm
Let
gonna
me.
give you three. Number
Ooh,
one, I want you to focus on mindset versus you. I don't even want you worrying about nothing else but how you see yourself. Because if it's just how you see yourself, you've always either saw yourself small, less
come on,
than, didn't have as much,
you'll
or
see.
no, that's for them big folks or them big things, or da. Well, no, it's you.
Big phone. That's
So
right. Me and
number
my
one, mindset versus you. How do you see yourself? And then number two, I think I was going to be job versus you. If you're working for somebody or employed by somebody, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want you to give yourself a time limit. Do you got a year? You got 2 years? You got 10 years? Give yourself a time limit. For real, God, a time limit. God made me hug my white boss on my last day, 2017, and say goodbye after she fired me. And I hugged her. That's grace because I felt God was going to take care of me in the future before I even had a dime. No 100,000, nothing, no 50,000, no nothing. I had to know off the rip that I can't do this clocking stuff. This isn't for me no more. And that I will chase something that ain't even paying me yet before I even sit here. That's number two. Job versus you. So mindset versus you, job versus you. Lastly, action versus scared mode. You already know you got it. Action versus scared mode. You already know you got it. It's already been in you. You've been working at it, hitting at it, building at it. Now you're at the line where, like God said, I don't do lukewarm believers. I don't want one foot in and one foot out. Can't do your business this way. You can't be action versus I'm kind of scared, but I'm excited. You're nervous about it.
Yes.
You're scared and nervous at the same time. You ready, but you don't know when to jump. I can't have you doing that 2022. Action versus scared mode. If we're going to write it, if we're going to build it, if we're going to do it, let's do it and let's believe in it. And let's believe in God for it. He's going to build it and do it after you. You're going to build it. He's going to fill it. That's how he does things. So if
That
you
was
build it,
action versus scared
scared
you.
mode.
Scared mode. Wow.
Exactly.
Just some good
Action versus
stuff.
scared mode. You right there at the line.
Scared
You just get ready
mode.
to jump. So that's it.
Come on. Ooh, powerful, powerful. And your social media, if you could please give them that and how they
Absolutely.
can locate you.
Yes, please visit
Ooh,
impact,
good
the
stuff.
number two in the word success, enterprise.com for my brand new 2020 website that just got made 3 weeks ago. So I definitely want you to take a look at my website, impact, the number two in the word successenterprise.com. And then definitely follow me at Impact, the number 2, and the word success. I am Impact to Success, literally the way it's spelled. Impact, the number 2, in the word success, because like I want you to just, it's going to be an impact. And then I got my production brand called Chase Purpose Productions, of course, if you want to go there as well. And I got all kinds of things that you'll see on the website, of course, with all the links. So you'll never miss a beat with Impact, the number 2, in the word success, enterprise.com.
My God, there you have it. There you have it. You guys have sat here at the table with the expert tonight. This is so, so good. Oh my God. I am determined that every show, my goal is to have the experts on. I tried to do that in the past. I attempted. Most of the time, I think I succeeded. But tonight, this is straight home run. I'm just telling you, no chaser, straight home run. So it's about business for me. It's about purpose for me. And so I take Table Talk with a diva, with every fiber in my being, everything. So some people say, oh, it's not a really show. It's a show, baby. Just keep watching. And so right now you see it live on Facebook and YouTube live, but just keep watching because I won't stop until I get where I am supposed to be. And I know that is coming. So when I said I'm doing this because I'm passionate about it, I love it. I love to get with the experts, and as they're teaching and training you, they're training me. So I also, what God is showing me that he is giving me what I'm giving. So if I give it, he replaces it. And so we're getting all this free meat and nuggets. And so it makes no sense. But like I said before in the beginning, it costs you nothing to listen. It costs you nothing to share, tag, and just tune in and grab the information. But seriously, if you are a woman of purpose, a woman influencer, a pusher, a purpose pusher like I am, and you are truly serious about this, the websites, I'm gonna get them back on so I can drop those in the links in the episode for you in the comment section so that you can definitely follow him and definitely reach out to get the information that you need and grow in your business, because 2022, it is my year of redemption. I decree and declare that for you as well. So everything the enemy thought he stole, he has to replace it. So God is giving us double for our trouble. So that's double grace for you and for me, and for you, you and you. I am the diva with a destiny, and I am so excited. Thank you, Arthur Brown, Coach PR, my PR. Y'all gonna say, oh, she is really doing it. But I'm trying to tell you, I just believe in going to another level. And new dimensions is where God wants us to be. I'm a tither. I'm a giver. I love hard. I am doing this. So when I said it's my year, as my coach, Keith L. Brown says, Happy New Year. Happy your year. Happy your year. Because that's what I tell myself every day in the mirror. Happy your year. So excited, loving you, loving God. I thank you, God. Oh, we're going to talk. But thank you so much for joining. Have an amazing night. And I appreciate all that you've done.
Absolutely. Thank
you. And so we will be back next month, because this was the last episode for the month of January. And so we're going into Black History Month. So you don't want to miss that. I have a couple of amazing guests that'll be on. And we have revamped. Only 2 shows will be per month now, because it's a lot. I have some other things going on, so I can't do it every Thursday at this time. So right now, God has given me the okay every other Thursday, so which will be the first and third Thursday of the month. But thank you for coming back on, because we tried 2 weeks ago. There was technical difficulties, my bad. And so he gave me another opportunity for him to be able to share and pour out. And I am just grateful. But I thank you, man. I appreciate you so much. So we're going out with uh-oh, come on, girl. Trying to get my girl together. Why is this thing want to act up on me? Give me my jingle. Don't do it.
She's a diva with a destiny.
Uh-oh.
No, that's right.
Come on. All right. The devil mad. He said, how dare you get all that information on here? What is going on?
Yeah, you know how that go.
You know how it goes. And it is up, but it don't want to come on. What the world? Well, I'm going to let you go, man. I don't want to hold you, but I'm trying to get her. What she want to play?
Oh, you're good. I appreciate you for the opportunity. And
I'll be
yeah.
But we'll see you guys next month. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Remember that God loves you, and so do I. Have a good one. Thank you. If His purpose is pushing you to me with,
Hey, what's up with Tashina?
hey,
Hi.
you can tell he did my promo. He's learning the jingle.
Come in.
God is giving you vision, and in the end you show win.
Love it.
Have a good night, you all. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, you take care. We'll be in touch.
Love it.
Love it, man.
The enemy just the win. But God is giving you vision, and in the end you show win.
Hey, I love you guys. I love you. Have a good night. Have a good night. Be safe. Enjoy the weekend. Know that God is with you through everything that you are going through. And we'll see you next month. It's Black History Month. Excited to share.